What is going on, people? Welcome to another training vlog. Today is Tuesday, April the 6th. So we are officially 25 days out from the competition. I have possibly the hardest session of the week today. I would probably consider this harder than my Saturday session, simply because Highbar is just a lot of repetitions that I'm doing today. So I got a top set of 5 at RP of 8 on Highbar, followed by 3 sets of 9 ascending RP 5, 6 and 7, followed by 4 sets of bad squats and some, I think it's 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats. And then I also got a competition bench single at RP of 8, as well as I think it's like 8 or 9 sets of back offs. I can't remember, I need to check, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's a lot of back off work. I think it's like 5 sets of 6 or 6 sets of 5, and I've got 3 by 6 or 3 by 8 Larsen as well. So yeah, and then I also got some accessory work for upper body, like pecs, shoulders and triceps, so I need to get them done. Probably will take me, what time is it now, 1 o'clock, just past 1, 10 past 1. It will take me probably like 3.5 hours realistically to get this done, maybe a little bit less if I'm lucky. We'll see how we go, but I'll show you guys all my warm-ups this time around. So I'll take the bar and then you guys will see what sort of jumps I'll take on Highbar. And yeah, see how we go. See you guys in a bit.
Arise, fighters and fighters! Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered! A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises! Woo!
Stay with me. I'll look after you.
Oh my god, Daisy! Fake plate. Woo! Ah! Alright guys, I just wrapped up the first portion of the session, which was top set of 5 with 235 on Highbar, followed by 3 sets of 9 with the first set being with 180, second one with 190, third one with 200. My PR set of 9 is 205, and then 200 was just like effortless. I could have done probably another like 6 to 10 reps, so very excited about that. Then I've had 4 sets of bad squat, 2 sets of 15, 2 sets of 20 with 170 and 150, so those were hard. And then I've had some cluster sets on split squats with just a 15 kilo dumbbell, just essentially just getting all the stimulation out of the quads that I can without really like building up so much fatigue that it eats into the next session and the next session, so it's like quite decent. Now I'm gonna go and have a coffee, have something to eat, have probably a can of Monster, and then come out and hit some bench. Hopefully, well, I'd love to hit like in the 190 region somewhere, but we'll see as I warm up. It's quite cold and windy, and you can see what's moving and everything. It's it's crazy, man. It has its like weird vibe that I love about training in here right now, but it's like fucking horrible, but I love it. It's fucking cold. It's like 8 degrees. Maybe less than that actually. It's pretty cold, and then, as you guys can hear, it's quite windy. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have something to eat and then come out and do the rest of the workout. So I'll see you guys. Well, I guess as I'm warming up for bench.
With that, we are underway. Khabib Nurmagomedov in the black and gold, Dustin.
We spin the
Nice job there by Dustin Poirier. Positioning is just literally pretty much flawless.
Sometimes you overreact.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've got dogs, and they really hurt.
Alright guys, so I just wrapped up the session. I hate to say it, but it's currently 5:45. I went in, obviously between squat and bench I had a break, had something to eat, and then just sat down for like 15 minutes, tried to like physically recover from like a million sets of like quad work that I've had, and then came out, benched. The bench went, as you guys can see in the video probably, phenomenal. This day is a little bit weaker than Saturday, so just because like all the leg volume before just makes it very hard for me to set up the same way as I would when I only have like a top single and like 3 back offs and squats on a Saturday. So I ended up hitting 195. The pulse wasn't as good, but man, that's the best I bench 195 self lift out pretty much, no questions asked, and fucking felt good, man. I've experimented with like a full grip on the bar. on the 195. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I knew I could do better with the like a boulder Japanese grip kind of mix. So that was a good little thing to kind of tick off and like get it off my mind. And like, okay, that's not gonna work. Like, I have to stick with the good or reliable, I guess, if you will. And then I've had 5 sets of 5 on 155. Oh man, it just moved so good. Like, it felt so light in the hands. It's just crazy, man. No aches and pains. Like, everything is looking good. And then I just had a 3x6 with 130 last and just like sub-maximal stuff, making sure I get sufficient amount of like upper body working. So that was very good. And then I've had 3 sets of incline pack flies, 3 sets of 12 or 14, something like that. Anyway, then I've had cluster set on tricep and bicep. They were fucking hard today. I don't know why. Just fucking no juice in the arms. It is what it is. Then I've had oh yeah, just some side raises, 3x13 I think it was, just an extra rep from last week on every set, with 20 kilos a side on the cable machine. Pretty good. It's always been my goal to do it for like 3x20, but it seems like a million miles away, man. It's pretty difficult at the minute, but it felt much better than last week. Like, I always talk about it, but like week 2 is always rough for me specifically. It's just high levels of acute fatigue, not really adapting to the stimulus just yet, so everything is like I'm just sore. Like, you get like lots of like just DOMs everywhere. Like, it is what it is. And then week 3 I just feel amazing, and like you always kind of wonder like, oh, what if this time that's not the case, you know? Like, it's even though data suggests that like this is what's gonna happen, might not happen, right? Like, the chances are still there. And oh man, like, it's like exactly the session I needed, pretty much. Like, everything feels so much stronger than anticipated. It's crazy. So the plan from here on out is like chill tomorrow, go like quite easy, keep these secondary deadlift movements easy, because my back is like tired. Like, I can tell, like, even though the deadlift volume isn't that hard, like in terms of RPE, it's still definitely having an effect on like how fresh my back feels on squats. And like, that's always the limiting factor. If my back feels like tired, then it becomes a problem on squats. Like, so I don't really want that this prep, so I'm just gonna pull them back. Like, I'll pull the load back a little bit and not really focus on it this block, just to make sure that that peak strength comes, but obviously still staying strong. So I'll be, for point of comparison, I was hitting 180 for a 3x10 at the end of that previous block. I could probably beat that, but that would mean like my squat wouldn't be as good as it needs to be for midday. So I'll be hitting around the 150, 155 mark for the remainder of this prep, and that's it. Like, pretty much just maintenance work, making sure the back stays strong, and that's all I need to do. Tomorrow's deadlifts are gonna be very light. We're gonna work up to like 230. As I'm getting closer to this meet, and I've only got like really 2 heavy sessions left of SBD, the secondary deadlift day becomes a little bit, just becomes easier every time, right? So the plan is just to hit like 230, 240 tomorrow for a set of 5. It's gonna be like RPE 6 or less, probably. And then obviously first day session is quite boring. For the most part, it's like just got like some tempo benching to do, and a little bit of accessory work, and like some bad squatting and Copenhagen planks, and just like kind of ticking over ready for Saturday. And then Saturday I've got singles at 8 across the board, and then we'll see how we go. Last week was rough. Week 2 SBD is always a little bit tough. Everything felt a little bit heavier than anticipated, and then this week should be very, very strong. Should be like up there. So I'm looking to hit around the 290 mark on squat, like really good depth. Like, I'm looking to just bury it to the max. Bench like 190, 195, but with a better pause pretty much is all I'm after. Very happy with the bar speed and everything. Like, I feel so strong, man. And pull like a nice 290 to 300, I'll be happy. Like, again, once I taper, it would just be so much better. Like, historically my deadlift tapers into the meet like really, really well. So that's what I'm after, pretty much. Making sure that the sessions that matter are good, and then these sessions just kind of ticking over, getting enough work in, making sure I recover in time for Saturday, and that's it. Ideally the goal for the meet is still 830. 830 or more, probably 830. I don't really see the point of doing any more than that, especially considering the British is going to be in July, so I don't really fancy maybe even picking up an injury or something. So I'm just gonna do a nice and easy 830, and then just move on to straight into meet prep for the British pretty much. Yeah, that's the plan, and then hopefully for the British around 840. That's kind of like the idea at 93. 840 to 850 would be pretty much like what I'm expecting from myself, like squat 310, bench like 205 to 210, and pull like 320 to 330. If I could do those numbers at 93, that's like, that would put me in a very good spot, ready for some sort of an international this year or next year, if COVID allows and stuff like that. I feel like if I want to represent myself well, from what I hold myself accountable for in terms of what I would consider a good standard for a 93 kilo lifter internationally, it has to be over 850. I wouldn't go otherwise. Like, even if I won the British with like 830, 840, I just wouldn't go. Like, I wouldn't see the reason why I would, you know, like just get plummeted with like fucking 840, 850. It's just a shit total in my opinion. Like, if I want to be competitive as an international, I have to total over 850. That's the only way I can be. And even then, I don't think that's even top 3 at Worlds at this point. It would have to be like 870 plus, based on what everyone else is doing, like Keiko, Anatoly, there's a Bulgarian guy, there's a guy everywhere, man. Sweden obviously is great, and there's a lot of Americans who could slide right in there if they take 2, you know, they did it last time, so it's kind of like the idea. I don't know, we'll see. 850 this year at 93, and then we'll see how we go. But if you ended up watching all this rambling and stuff, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys like this like kind of raw footage vlog kind of mix of training. There's really good response last time, so I'm gonna continue with this. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll probably see you guys on Thursday for another raw footage vlog video. So see you guys in a couple of days. Peace.